If you are doing a lot of kinds of exercises, wondering which one is optimal for your growth in terms of both size and strength at the same time, in this video, I'm gonna talk about two types of resistance training I have been focusing on to get from skinny to big and strong. Also explain the reasons why I do them so that you would know what works for me and that might work for you as well, bro. If you don't know who I am, my name is Bách Đỗ, a Vietnamese guy. I help males gain weight and strength, becoming bigger and stronger. Lately, my weight has gone up from 55 to more than 70 kilograms. You can check out YouTube shorts on this channel for my training style, strength and physique. The two types of resistance training I'm mentioning here are free weight and body weight, aka calisthenics training style. To me, free weight is when you use some kind of weight, specifically barbells or dumbbells, and you gotta mobilize almost every single muscle group throughout your body to hold them tight, or else they're gonna fall over to your toes, body, head, at least onto the floor. Another thing about it is that you can train freely with no limit in the range of motion. And it is the same for body weight. Straightforward. You are training with your own body weight, so you can do it anytime, anywhere, any place. Stuff like that. With exercises such as pull-ups, chin-ups, dips, push-ups, and other variations. There are some really good reasons why I prefer doing them. Also, I'm advocate for them, and I coach my clients with these directions basically. First and foremost, other people do not do it. There's one video of David Goggins telling his story while running as well. Is that someone asked him why he was outside running when it was so hot, and he responded, "Because you're not, huh? Stay hard." And I think I can say that I can relate to it. It is hard, which is the biggest reason why 99.9% of people out there do not train with this style. They are just spamming the machines or the cables. Like, tell me, bro, have you seen any males, and I'm talking about guys because they are the same as you and me, right? I have no idea about how females, how women, how girls are gonna train, okay? Just pure males right here. Have you seen any one of them training hard with heavy dumbbell with in each hand for walking lunges, grinding, shouting, "Ugh! Come on, one more step." Ugh. I'm asking that because I haven't. Only one guy who is first younger than me and also more inexperienced than me, because he is a beginner and also he always holds his fucking phone. Okay, done with this. I'm done with this set. I'm gonna use the fucking phone right now and blocking the way where people can commute throughout the gym. Selfish as fuck. That is sadly the generation nowadays, bro. But yeah, I haven't seen anyone doing that kind of heavy walking lunges in particular, and rarely anyone would do heavy I would say compound free weight and stuff at the gym, at my gym. And those training styles look cool to me. Imagine this: weighted pull-ups versus lat pull down, okay, with the weighted bells, the chain like Ghost Rider, and the weights hung with onto the chain, and also the body hanging around on the bar. Crazy strength versus lat pull down. Okay, maybe the heavyweight that might be a bit impressive, but that's it. You have maxed out. Now what? And the same for weighted dips versus dips machine. So when I'm doing the former type, I will feel status, I will feel superior, I will feel above because of the competitive characteristics of a young man like me. I just like to beat the shit out of other people. I just want to be better than them in most of the exercises. Secondly, they actually work, which is told by bigger guys. Eric Bugenhagen, Ian Barsigo, Hamza Ahmed, etc. So they are the perfect sources for me to listen to, and I have been trying to be their best students by actually taking their advice seriously and taking action accordingly. And I'm gonna say this, even bodybuilders earlier in their career or journey, just take a look at their old YouTube videos, bro. Like C-Bomb, Chris Bumstead, Jeff Nippert. Watch how they used to train. Squat, bench press and stuff. They didn't start by spamming the fucking machines. Okay? Like about the squat. How can it not work for size and strength simultaneously? Look at powerlifters. Even bodybuilders. They are still doing that shit. So why do people just keep training their quads with, I don't know, hack squat? Leg extension for the very first exercise? What the fuck is that? Unless you have fucked up knees or fucked up back like me right now. Okay. But other than that, there are no fucking reasons. There are no freaking excuses that can actually make sense to train with those machines. Because they are the most bang for the buck. I can see one common thing between free weight and calisthenics is that there's a compound characteristic inside of them. When you gotta utilize many muscle groups in your body to train, to work at the same time, at one time, then you will have the blessing to train less exercises, and then you will be able to save some kind of time and energy so that you can just focus on those, the previous one, training to failure, not fearing that, oh, I'm gonna keep some kind of gas inside of my tank to do the later exercises, which do not matter at all. And I'm telling you this, within my pull workout, pull day, I'm just gonna do weighted pull-ups and bend over row, and that's fucking it. I do not need bicep curl. The same for push day. I'm just gonna do weighted dips and bench press. I'm done. I don't have to do front delt with overhead press anymore, or even tricep. One note with machines and cables: you can still make gains with them when training to failure. Of course, you are gonna take bodybuilders as examples right here, and I agree with that. I'm not saying that machines or cables are for the weak or some shit like that. I'm not saying that shit. Every single training style or kind of workout can work if you train to failure, if you bring it to the edge of your limit, push through it. And I actually do 2 cables exercises at the end to squeeze the energy left out of my body, which is tricep push down and rotator cuff. From time to time, okay, not frequently, just sometimes, and mainly for rotator cuff to not get injured, and just get the preparation for later on when I'm gonna do calisthenics skills. But you can agree with me that those kinds of training, machine and cable, they are only mainly for size, not for real strength, not for functional one. And because there's support there, which helps with some kind of weight, and hence you can feel kind of good because you would be able to increase the training weight. And bodybuilders who often train with those kind of exercises, they are on steroids, or at least they are pro competitors, so they're gonna do isolation stuff like that to target one small muscle to get them modified and bigger, not stronger. That is not the case. And personally, I feel really weird and uncomfortable when doing them, especially training free weight and body weight after a while. Let me tell you this. For instance, okay, I did shoulder press machine this shit when I was having, I don't know, low back injury recently, I would say. Yeah. And so it was awkward as fuck because the handles are close to body like this. They are not in front like free weight, specifically overhead press. They're not like this. They are this shit. I don't like this feeling, bro. And same for cable lat pullover. This shit. I just feel trapped in this exercise. Not any kind of freedom with the range of motion at all. And I know that because I actually tried them for a while at the beginning stages when I first went to the gym. I trained those by taking the advices of Jeff Nippard, looking at the workouts of C-Bomb with his coach Sam Sulek, Dr. Mike, and others, fitness influencers. Okay, it's just eventually at the end of the day, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It's your life. It's your workout. It's your own body. It's your goal. Maybe you just want to gain size and that's it. Fine. Do it. So try out everything for yourself. See which types of training you like. That also, remember this is important, also align with your goal. Okay? I like free weight and calisthenics because they look cool to me and I like them. And if you want to get big only, do not need any kind of strength, okay, train with machines and cables and then you will get the most out of it. And if you want both size and strength, free weight and body weight are the approaches you have to focus on. That's it. Alright, goodbye bro.